just featured nothing. Go back to a new Phineas and Ferb episode review. And if you haven't last one, go and check it out. We're back with the next 2 episodes of season 5 of Phineas and Ferb. And yeah, we start with another really cool one. And it starts with Buford sick. And Baljeet actually got something for him to be able to feel better. And it's a Space Adventures. Which we've heard of that before, if y'all remember. That whole Space Adventures thing several times. And yeah, Baljeet actually plays an episode of Space Adventures for Buford. And we see these space adventurers and yeah, disguising their ship as a asteroid. And yeah, this funny, awkward moment with this newcomer of this ship and this robot. And yeah, they're disguised as these employees and these janitors. And of course, this girl is trying to resolve the violence. And yeah, they end up making this mess and knocking the guy out. And we see that this pointy nail thing is going towards Earth, which of course this guy is like, "Hey, you're not the regular janitors," or noticing that about the janitors. And yeah, they end up getting back to the ship, and yeah, they end up telling the people that they took the plans from that they got the plans and come and get them. And of course, Buford has different questions. Then we see the safe house, Nebula, 2 hours later. And of course, they're getting indicated that the people that they were taunting is coming towards them. Even this guy sensing it. Which, yeah, it comes towards them. And of course, the later is saying, or is on the screen and saying of how you upset 2 of his men. Like, those guys are pathetic. I'm sorry. And have to apologize, but they're like, no. But then, of course, they get blasted, and their engine isn't looking so well. And, yeah, they're then escaping and end up towards these giant weird worms. And, of course, trying to talk to the worms, but ended up not doing so well. And they're getting chased as well, once again. And I feel like this is a Star Wars reference. Probably not, but just this whole thing here. Just a hologram person reminds me of Yoda. I don't know why. And yeah, then they go to the city, and yeah, of course, they're getting chased again. Keep getting chased as well, and the guy is in timeout, which is quite funny. And then these other ships are coming towards them, and we see feeling sad on a timeout for firing on the Millennium or the hidden city, basically. And yeah, they're getting chased yet again. Like, these guys keep getting chased. And then they have this lever, the switch, which they go through these different wormholes. And it seems like it's working. And yeah, they end up all cleared. And they're making for a landing, a very hard landing. And the whole weird thing formed the nail anyway, with those different ships and weird worms. And it pokes through the hole. And or the world, and yeah, Buford is just wondering what even happened, and of course, yeah, he still got questions, and he tells Baljeet that he wants to watch another one. Yeah, he wants to watch another one, and then we just say that in truth, Buford never really liked space adventure. He only said he did to get Baljeet lower his guard and sit within reach so he can make him sick. And yeah, he starts braving some stuff, trying to brave some germs onto Baljeet. Like, that's messed up, Buford, I would say. But then we go to another one, and it's another interesting one. And it starts with this Droogenfest, which, yeah, we start with a musical number. Yeah, this is a musical number that we start with, where people is singing about this Dunkelberry festival that is happening, from Drusselstein. Dunkelberries from Drusselstein. And yeah, it's quite an interesting festival, I would say. Quite quite interesting musical number to even begin the episode. And yeah, the Firestar Girls are tasked by the mayor. Yeah, Roger has tasked them to make this Dunkelberry food for these people that they're gonna supposed to be making happy, so they can sign this contract. And yeah, we see a giant Dunkelberry berry. Yeah, and of course Candace is just spits cereal starts rolling all over her mouth, out of her mouth, and goes to get her mom. Which yeah, they start rolling it, and of course Candace says that it's not there, and she's like, "Then back inside." And of course, yeah, Monogram and Carl talking about Doofenshmirtz, of course, having to be there since it's a Drusselstein event. And yeah, they're baking, and Doofenshmirtz is trying to get in. And of course, yeah, Isabella remembers Doofenshmirtz, but Doofenshmirtz doesn't remember Isabella. And then we have Candace Against the Universe reference. Yep, obviously we get the Candace Against the Universe movie reference, where she's like, "Remember you? Don't you not remember me? We used you helped us with this rocket ship and exploring that weird like planet when they were on trying to help Candace, and even that whole adulting song as well." But of course he's like, "Nope, don't remember it." But then this big Fireside Girl goes and takes Doofenshmirtz away, and yeah, we see these very important Drusselstein people that are coming over and having to eat on the Dunkelberry, and yeah, of course they end up going the wrong way, and yeah, Perry goes to Doofenshmirtz, which gets trapped as well, and talks about how he's always did not like Drunkelberries, like Drunkelberries, Drunkel milk, even Drunken ice cream, like gross. And then no chocolate, Drunken only. Like I can kind of see why he doesn't like Drunkenberries. So he's made this device to turn all the Drunkelberries into chocolate, to transform them into chocolate. Perry hits Doofenshmirtz, and yeah, they're about to eat, and then knocks over the Nader, but then it actually activates and turns all the Dunkelberries into chocolate, and Doofenshmirtz actually is eating it and loves it, and everybody is just all upset. But then he's like, "Is this what winning actually feels like?" Like, yeah, it seems like he actually won for once. And yeah, the Drusselstein people that were supposed to eat this food that the Firestar Girls made are displeased, and of course they cut no deal on signing the contract. And of course, Roger breaks the news that part of the tri-state area is going to be really no more. And of course, when Doofenshmirtz finds out about this whole thing, like not being able to conquer the whole tri-state area, to some of it, he's trying to reconsider them to change their mind. And he blames Perry the Platypus. He blames Perry. He's like, "This is all your fault. If you wouldn't have destroyed the Messian, I could have reversed this whole thing." But then they have another idea. Perry to distract those Drusselstein people from leaving while they try to make another Dunkelberry food. And yeah, Isabella just saying that, yeah, everything is just chocolate. And of course, Isabella isn't really wanting to go along with helping Doofenshmirtz. And for some reason, Doofenshmirtz is saying that she reminds him of his doctor and saying, "Are you part of my doctor?" And yeah, they bring the giant Dunkelberry and turns Norm into an oven and doing all these different things too to get working. And right before those Drusselstein people are about to leave, we actually see his mascot, which Perry has actually disguised himself to try to distract them. And yeah, they used a light and really cool. I mean, they make this look good though, and of course it's all baked. But Doofenshmirtz eats it, but of course he doesn't like Dunkelberry, which they're gonna have to try to figure out how to get it. Which Doofenshmirtz actually has a way, and they bring it just in time, and they actually eat it, and they actually get the contract. Yep, they get the contract after all, and Roger breaks the news, and of course, Isabella finds out this was all Doofenshmirtz's fault, and of course gives him this patch for him cleaning up his own mess. And then we see Doofenshmirtz at the dentist, and yeah, we actually see his dentist actually, you know, very similar. Looks like one of Isabella's relatives. Like again, doesn't it look so? But yeah, he was kind of right the whole time, Dan. But yeah, quite interesting episodes. I like to know